We are back, Kev, and we are going to talk about Atgames today. It's not going to be a long stream, guys. This is not long format, but Kev, I got a message for Atgames, a personal message for him.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you know that Atgames doesn't like me. They're mad at me. They're mad at
Yeah.
me. You
Yeah.
know, they I won't say they think I leak stuff early or anything like that because I don't, Kev. Right? I've never
No.
leaked anything early. I've only
You've
done.
waited.
I give the information when it becomes public. That's what I do, guys. And my message to them is don't hate the player, hate the game Atgames. Hate the game. You've lost at your objective to only disseminate the narrative through your influencers. That is their game, Kev. They only
Yes.
want to disseminate and control the narrative of their products through their influencer group, which contains people like Mike B, the Game Genie, Evil Genius
Evil Genius.
Entertainment,
Yeah.
Rascal's Basement Arcade. All these guys have some affiliation, influencer group, work for Atgames, and they want to control the narrative for you and for what their product is, and they have lost. I have beat them at their game. So much so, Kev, that I don't even have to
Yeah.
do it anymore. All the people in the chat, all the users,
Yes.
all the people that they already know that this is just all garbage what all these other
Yes.
YouTube influencers are saying, and they are getting very negative feedback from their shilling, and
Yes, they
it's
are.
pretty sad at this point. So
People aren't necessarily just buying what these guys are blabbering out of their mouths, Rex, or they're listening and they're saying, "Wait, that doesn't sound right anymore." And why? Because you and I keep bringing up the points, and then the audience is like, "You know what? I think
Yeah,
they're right.
I think
Let's
they're
go
right."
listen to what Mike's saying." And
Yeah.
wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Let's call these guys out.
they're
And
they're,
it's
they're
not working
starting
out.
to think for themselves.
Yes.
You know, they
Yes.
realize these influencers are a bunch of sycophants who just follow their leader PK of Atgames. And
Yep.
today we're going to show you why they are crooks. We're going to talk about why they're crooks.
Yes.
But we got one other thing I got to say, Kev. We stepped away for a little, and there's
Yeah.
been a lot of drama in this community.
Woo,
I mean,
drama.
whoa, has there been drama? I mean, there's
Who knew?
channels telling people to F off, nice people like Hollywood Polo telling them to F off, blocking people for no reason. I mean, these channels are just creating a lot of drama that are doing this stuff.
I don't understand it.
What happened, Kev? Do you even know what's going on in this community?
Yeah, apparently somebody needs a Snickers and his name is Mike B. Like, what? Something happened Friday. I was enjoying myself and I'm hearing that he's losing his mind on stream. It's crazy and it's
God.
drama.
It's
I don't
drama
get
related.
it.
Holy smokes, Kev. But it's you who kind of made him upset by
Yes.
posting a video exposing the drama that these content creators produced. And let
Yep.
me explain,
Yep.
because, Kev, we don't create the drama. We only report it. And I'll get to that in a second once we take Stringer Films. Thank you very much. Wait, should I cancel my Arcade 1-Up pub table now? Well, if you ordered it, you should cancel it. But
Yeah.
again, what's our motto, Kev? Don't pre-order. Don't
Yes,
pre-order.
especially a pub table.
Go to Costco, try it out. If it's any good, it's any. But you know, what do I say? I like the Pong table more than this, even though I love Class of '81. But there's
Yeah.
so many things.
Yeah,
Oh, look at Shreddy B. I don't even know who that is. He got told to F off in this
I
one.
think he's the one that said, "Mike, they're not coming after your family or something like that." And he was like, "Get the F out of here."
Oh man,
Brutal.
And you know, people
Brutal.
like to say you guys are a drama channel, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, I'm not the one. I'm not the one who's not divulging and disclosing, right, Kev? We're not
Yeah.
the ones doing that. We're not the ones in an Illuminati group. We're
Yep.
not the ones who are making fake prototype videos and collaborating with other YouTubers to manipulate the viewers and
Yep.
hold a carrot over their head of
6
false
weeks
information.
trying to leak these 6
Yeah.
weeks, and then
So,
Mike
Kev-
stole it.
So, Kev, is that what
Yeah.
is that what these guys are mad at you for? Because you showed that these
Yeah.
guys were doing some weird shilling, and we'll leave that link to the video in the
Yeah.
description.
So-
You guys can go watch it. Give
Yeah.
them your
Yeah,
summary.
thank you to everybody that checked that out. The engagement on that is great. And I don't mean views, I mean the comments. I appreciate everybody watching that video. And basically what we did was we showed that these guys are literally using you for their own benefit. And I showed it with clips. I showed it with clips. I didn't make anything up. They can't they can call us names, but they can't refute what we put in these videos.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. It got to him. I think It got to him that people in this chat that go in Mike's chat commented on our video. It got to him that we made the video. It got to him that it got so much traction, and he just couldn't take it any longer. And his buddies were catching strays.
Yeah,
P-Dubs was catching strays.
And Kev, they're starting to feel the wrath of the community who is now just caught on to all this lunacy, in the background, from everything that's been going on. They're just getting exposed. They're retaliating and saying you guys are a joke at this point. All right. We'll get to this in 1 second. I got one more message before we get to this thing. This message is to Cornercade. Cornercade, you see, when you talk about other people on the stream, we use names. We don't hide it. If you're going to vaguely discuss people's names and make assertions of other people, say their name like men. Say their name like men. We're men. We tell you this person, that person. That's how you do it. Okay, Cornercade? Learn. All right. $5 from Unacceptable Fringe. I might tell you guys to F off, but only to continue the trend. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Unacceptable Fringe.
That should be our new motto for our friends in the chat. F off.
F off, man. F off. Okay, let's get into the Atgames nightmare that's been going on.
Atgames.
So if you're not familiar what's going on in this Atgames world, Atgames a while ago made an ALP 4K, and they just came out with some news where they're going to make a lower scaled version of the Atgames AL4 4KP. They're going to take some of the options off, and they're going to sell it to you for a lower price. And I'm going to start, Kev, by saying I'm not against somebody making something lower and reducing the price.
Agreed.
And taking some options out. I can use two examples where they're not that good, like one against and one for. One would be cars. You buy cars, you get options. You don't get options. That's that's it. But the price comes off, and the price makes sense. Okay, if I don't want 4-wheel drive, I'm getting the cost removed. Okay, it makes sense. But the other option is when you talk about gaming and you talk about consoles, or you talk about single board computers, or you talk about mainly gaming consoles, I don't know if they take steps back like this. I don't think when they're making the Switch 2, they're going to go back and say, hey, no, they came out with the Switch Lite. They came out with the Switch. Now they make a Switch 2. They're going to go forward. They're going to give you Ethernet. They're going to give you other things. They're going to, but in this case, they're kind of going back. Explain what's going on with Atgames, which and what they took away, and we'll get to the video in a second.
Let's get to the way they released their news, Rexer. It comes out as a video with fonts that you can't read, and it's like 89 posting points. It's so hard to follow, but here's the gist. They understand their 4K isn't selling. PK admits it, and we have the proof. He'll basically tell you in the next slide that we have. And he wants to make a lower price model for the community. So the first positive I think that you mentioned was taking something away like the topper. So if you don't want the topper, he's going to reduce the price by $150. And it's like, good. That's something that you don't need if you don't want. But that's the end of the positives, because the other things are you're not getting any tables but the lead model. And that would either be Addams Family or Attack from Mars. And we know they're the horribly run tables.
Now, the original came with 15 tables, I think. So how many do you get on this one?
One.
Is this true, everybody in the chat? Corroborate what Kev's saying. You only get one table, the
theme table. So you're losing 14 additional tables.
And let me talk on this, Shane. I'm going to get to this in a second. I'm not going to show that, but this is the whole point of the stream, is how shady they are and what they're doing and how bad it is. Now, let me go back a step, Kev, because the reason I say they are crooks is because number one, they sold you this 4KP, this Atgames 4KP. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for the tables that they promised you. The Zen, there's lag. The 3D graphics don't work. The plunger doesn't work. And they went so low, they stooped so low, is that they downgraded the graphics. They promised 4K tables in Zen, and you aren't even getting 4K tables in Zen. So they're lying to their base. They're providing you a product that you did not want, or something that you paid for, and you're getting that you paid for, and you're not getting it, basically. Not to mention, Kev, I want to bring this up before we forget. They said that we're working with Epic and we're working with Google and we're going to get this fixed. Really? You haven't fixed it yet. You haven't fixed this thing yet. We're going to get to that about blocking OTG in a second. We'll explain to our audience.
But let
me go on.
Go ahead.
So now you're getting fuzzy tables. You're getting tables that don't work. right?
Yep.
And you were promised what, 20 plus skins tables? They were going to make 5,000 of each.
Yep.
You are not getting 20 skins of this unit. They cannot sell 5,000 tables of each. They've realized it, and that's why they're going to this advertisement model where they're trying to fool people into buying a lower version, even though it's basically the same cost as the upscaled version when you take out the two critical options that this thing is only good for. All right, go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, well, and if you look at what they did, they took the Addams Family skin and the Attack from Mars. They're the only two options you could get with this, whatever they're calling it. And my guess is they made a ton of these tables that nobody's buying. So they're pivoting to this. And so they're taking away the topper and they're giving you one game. And you're like, whatever, if the price is aligned. But then they went a step too far. And this is where the community's losing their minds. And so they are now going to charge you for features that you were given before you had the other version. So OTG,
they're going to dangle those features in front of you by keeping them on the machine. And then they're going to say, oh, you want to use those? Okay, you got to pay $100 each for those two options. Now let me get to this and then talk about exactly those two options in a second. Stringer Films.
Well, thank God.
Cancellation thank God for the right. Hey man, I'm glad I saved you, $600 or whatever it is at Costco. Enjoy that $600 somewhere else. Thank you, Stringer Films. Thank you very much. Okay, getting back to the options now that you need to pay for in order to get in order to play certain games. Features. Go ahead and explain.
Yeah, so what they said was, you can have the topper, that's fine. You can have one table. But if you want to bring your own PC and if you want to bring coin ops, you need to pay $100 for each application. So that's $200 plus the topper's $150. That's $350. That's more than if you purge and the tables. So if you did all that, Rexa, you're paying more than if you just bought the thing outright.
Right. And got everything included.
And everything would have been included.
We'll show you a little bit about the pricing schematic in a second. And I got there's just some weird things going on here with the pricing. You almost have to be, a master in calculus to understand what's going on with this pricing model. But let's get to Paul Barris.
$10 from Paul. Maybe Atgames is working with CrowdStrike. Would explain a lot. Thanks, Rex and Kev. I don't think Atgames knows anything of what they're doing, to be perfectly honest. And we have a post from PK that kind of proves what we're saying. But
let's roll the video for now.
Oh yeah,
let's show it. I'll talk while this video rolls. This is not that one. I will show that one later because I want to show this.
You know something's wrong, Rexer, when your video has 92 FAQs on it. watch this.
This thing does have a ton. Thank you, Paul, so much. Atgames, what are we going to say? Thank you, Paul. Okay. This is the announcement that went out, and it comes with a whole bunch of FAQs, and it comes out with all this explanation. And when you get to the pricing, you see that, okay,
there it is.
The normal ALP 4K is what, like 1,500? Let's just round up. 1,500. Yeah, you get the topper, you get coin ops, right? You get OTG, right? All that stuff is ready to go. And then you get these starter machines. So everybody knows they're called the PS, the premium starter, and they're $1,250. $1,250 just because they took the topper off.
Yeah.
But they also locked OTG, which gives you the ability to bring your own games, or the add-on X tool, and the add-on X tool and the OTG feature.
And it says it right there. Each. Watch, you'll get to the.
Yes, because there was some argument over what this each meant. No debate. It's $100 each. So you're adding $200 to get the features that you really want. And if you want to say you don't want them, that's fine. Say you don't want them. But then you have to pay for all these tables and these packs, which, Kev, have gone up in price.
Yeah, so now if you want the topper, the 2 OTG and the coin ops, and the games, you might as well just buy the regular 4K.
Yes.
This is insane.
It's insane. Now, people are going to say, but wait, you can get $150 off if you order this thing from China and not from the U.S., right?
Yeah, it's some type of China. You can only get it from China.
You can only get it from China if you pre-order, and you get $150 off, which will bring it down to like $1,100. Add back on the $200, right? pay
And the
for all your
topper.
games, pay for all your games, Kev, right?
Yep. And the
And
topper, 100 if you want the topper. So what's the point of this? The point of this is they're scrambling.
okay,
They're in
here's the point.
trouble.
Here's
Yeah.
the point. Well, let's get to the real point and what they're doing here. Okay.
Yeah.
Did we miss any super
Yeah,
chats?
I got
All right,
Papa here. It
go
says the
ahead.
Rexer Show was right about the challenge of making a 4K pinball. People wanted a less expensive model. I think they are trying to make that work, and they are trying to make it work because the data is not coming in on their behalf. The sales aren't there, and that's what they're doing. They're pivoting quickly, but they didn't do it right, and we'll get into the why. But thank you, Brad, for the $5.
Like I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
I'm all for reducing options and lowering the price, but it has to make sense. And
Yes.
this thing is garbage out of the
Yes.
box. This product is garbage out of the box, especially when you have to pay $35 for a pack of, I don't know what they give you, 3, 5, 6 tables, $35 per table pack.
Yeah.
You're going to be spending a fortune.
Yep.
And here's what happens, everyone, because I got some points that I got to show on this slide that are very interesting. Here's what happens. People buy this, right, Kev?
Yep.
They go, oh, look, one game. Okay, I got to buy all these other games. I'm going to buy these Zachariah tables and all these.
Yep.
I'm going to buy Zen tables. Okay, and then they go, oh wait, these Zen tables run like crap. And then they Google, why do these Zen tables run like crap? And then they see shows where people go, oh, just run OTG on it. And then they go, OTG, yeah, you can run Steam and all these other,
cool.
games. Cool, awesome. Oh, wait, $100? Oh, pay $100.
Yep.
Oh, then I go on. Then you're like buying these Steam tables or these Zen tables twice.
Yep.
They are fooling people. They're setting people up to buy their tables, right? To be disappointed. And then go, wait, you're telling me I could have added these games and ran them from my PC and actually ran them right?
Yeah.
And this is the circle that they will go through.
And
this is exactly what PK and Atgames wants. You criminals, you scumbags, if you made the price $800, $700, that's about what it's worth. Because this, Kev, is just what's sitting behind you. And your sign fell off.
Yeah, I know. I'll put it back up in a second.
What did the sign say? Grab it. I want to see what that sign said. This was... Here, let me click on there.
This sign appeared on my Atgames today, guys. It says, please swipe card, $2.99 per play. Somebody came up in my house and put that on. I think PK came into my machine. I can't play my games now without $3. What am I doing?
Swipe your card, pay $200. Oh, you want OTG here. Pay again.
Pay again.
Oh, now, here's what's weird, guys. You get $150 if you buy from overseas, okay? Which this is weird to me, and I'll explain why. If you're overstocked locally in warehouses here and you're paying for storage, to me, you would give the discount on direct orders and you'd want it out of the warehouse. And you'd give discounts locally and say, let's get it out. Let's get it the hell out of here. This is where you get a discount. Okay. But they're saying, order from overseas and get a discount. And then I read the fine print, Kev.
Yeah, go ahead.
The fine print says, guess what you have to pay when you order for overseas?
Shipping, a bunch of it.
And full price.
And full price.
You do not get to put down a deposit.
Nope.
You do not get to say, okay, give me $200. And if you decide to cancel, restocking fees. Sorry about your luck.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they want your money. They want your $1,500 or $1,200 or whatever it is right up front. And you have to wait 2+ months to get this thing.
So we have a $2 from Stringer. Instead of ordering, I used the money to start my barbecue. That's probably a couple barbecues.
Dude, you get a nice barbecue, the Stringer. You get a tent for your barbecue. Keep the sun out, man.
So let me add to why I think they're doing this in China. It's because the unit sitting in the warehouse in California right now, it has the OTG on it. It has the coin ops. They have
all the ones that. They don't have any ones that are not like PS or whatever.
Neutered.
What do they call it? Like neutered ones. They must have some or they wouldn't offer this.
Yeah. So I think what they're doing is they have to configure, think about this. They have to spend money now to wash it down and put the stripped down applications on, right? Yeah. They're doing that at the second plant on a different line. And so they're going to drop ship them with that software configuration. And it's costing them money to do that. It doesn't make any sense why they're doing this.
Okay. Let me show this slide because this was hilarious to me, Kev. I was laughing about this. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Let me take pause off.
Okay. I'll this sentence right here at the end. By purchasing premium starter machines early, you can take advantage of lower prices as the machines are freshly produced in China. Where else would they be freshly
exactly.
produced?
That's where they're.
So they weren't produced 2-3 months ago. Are they better because they freshly produced and they're new, even though they haven't been used? What does this even mean?
FOMO. It's so bad. It's so bad. They're even using this language.
It makes me think that they are hurting so bad for money that they need money now. You need money now, so you're giving this 150 discount, but you gotta pay me the whole thing in full. Because if you pay me now for the one locally, I get the money now, but I also ship the item too.
Look at the lead time. Look at the next sentence. It takes 2 months for it to get here.
At least 2 months. And then they say, and give it 3 weeks. They're like, add 3 weeks, just in case is what. This is freaking crazy in my eyes.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable the level that that Atgames and PK is going to, in order to not only confuse people, but to manipulate them and try and trick them into buying something, give them their money. And then after they get their machine, they're going to give them $200 more anyway. Yeah. And they could have just got the AL4P with more games, with the title, and with OTG ready to go. I don't get it.
$10 from Paul. Wasn't the response that these issues are common and easily remedied by firmware updates? Where are the firmware updates, Paul? We have no idea where these firmware updates are.
Ask Google and Epic. You can write them here. You want their email? You can write them. You can write them. Hold on, take over, Kev.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it is insane that Atgames doesn't run this through some type of common sense program. There's got to be AI common sense where they throw this in and the computer says, Atgames, you're being too crazy. Take the topper off. And that's it. You don't need to do all this other reconfiguring, waiting 2 months to get your product. Whoa,
it's Jar Jar riding a panda. Just so you guys know. What is it? From Minecraft.
Jar Jar.
It's a diamond panda for all the Minecraft people.
Oh my, diamond panda.
With a Minecraft bamboo.
With a Minecraft bamboo. And some cake. I don't know. Anyway.
What is he doing with Jar Jar Binks is my question.
Minecraft cake.
Yes. Cake. There you go.
He likes Jar Jar.
He likes Jar Jar.
He likes, the Jar Jar is so hated now that he's cool. At this point.
Exactly.
He was so hated that he's become cool.
Yeah, Jar Jar has more appeal than 4K, according to Unacceptable Fringe. Oh, that's funny.
The pinball doesn't work, and they're trying to sell more machines instead of fixing the lag and the stuff that's wrong with the thing. I don't really have much more to say, Kev. Finish it off. Let me just
put my tinfoil hat on it, and let me tell you what's going on here, guys. They know sales of not only the pinball machines, but they know sales of the pinball tables are not going well. So they're trying to wall their garden off and get people in their environment and then keep them in to buy those tables. This is what's going on here. Stripping of the features is to make you spend $15 instead of $2.99 on Steam and bring your computer. Because the price of all the tables, you might as well just buy a computer, and most people have Steam Zen Library. So this, I don't know who this appeals to. I don't know who this is for. PK's losing his mind. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Don't do it. Is my advice. If you're going to do it, just get the $1,400 one, and call it a day.
And this is
Aiken.
I don't know. Wow, Aiken Cola Rocks. Order it from somewhere else. Get do something else. I mean, I wish you could just. Can you just buy the first one and then OTG it?
Yes.
I mean, like the HD model. Just order the HD model and
for like $600. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, this is getting to the point where it's ridiculous now. Yeah. And these guys are crooks in my eyes.
Yeah, they're trying to wall us off, Rexer, keep us in their environment. It's just not. And here's the thing, guys. They want you in their environment with their horribly run games. Yes. It's not even like these things are butter smooth where you can counterpoint me and say, well, they run great, guys, better than Steam. They don't. They don't.
I have my mic backwards. Is that any different or no?
No, anyway. It sounds fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So
either way. But Paul, yes, they are not selling 5,000 each of these, and you are not getting more skins. They're done.
Paul, if you want a creature
it'll
from
be like
Black
50. We're making 50 of
Black Lagoon.
Whatever, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see if they can survive. That's all we have to say. If you shill it.
Do you want to show the last let's show this.
Yeah.
Tell them about this thing that went out.
So guys, apparently word is getting back to PK.
You have to zoom in. I can't even zoom in on this. I don't know.
All right, hold on.
Here, let me.
They can see it though.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Just
Yeah,
explain it.
so PK, this is PK. He made a statement last night on Facebook. People were getting on him about what's going on. What's interesting here is that he admits that they were trying to get the Zen HD full library on the ALP HD, and they couldn't do it. They wasted so much money and resources, and the 4K was born out of that. Which, Rexer, this brings up a point that you and I always said, that they had so much time to work on this and that they didn't know that it didn't work. Well, my guess is now we overestimated what they were working on, because this 4K probably only had 3 months to get worked on because they were doing the HD part. Yeah. Retro Ralph is in the house.
I'm just laughing at this.
You're going to get electrocuted, Ralph, with that Gamer Pro down
Gamer
there.
Pro is sitting at the bottom of my pool. No regrets. It might work better if you take it out. Who knows? Oh,
one
God,
more point.
Can I comment on the Gamer Pro and the Gamer Mini? I
ahead.
didn't like them. I thought it was terrible. The lag, I thought it was bad. And again, remember the nostalgia was shilling that SBC thing that they were. Oh my God, that thing was so bad. The core or whatever, that thing took a dump and is gone.
Yeah.
These guys are trying to disseminate any message possible to get free stuff. It's ridiculous.
Now, real quick, at the bottom of this, he basically admits he's trying to get the HD people to upgrade. Look at the bottom. It says, moving forward, we are doing two things: making the 3588 platform more affordable to the HD owners. So he's admitting that the conversion rate, Rexer, is not good. People are not letting go of that, because why would they? If you have OTG, it's game over. You're good.
Yeah.
So he overestimated it. So he's panicking, and he's made this program, which is supposed to appeal to you and me and anyone that wants it for it. It's not, though. So that's basically him. And apparently he closed this thread. He was getting pretty much negative feedback on this, and he shut it down late last night. So that's it.
And okay, just to be clear, we get all the other tables are fantastic,
but
I don't want to play
too.
fucking Dr. Seuss. I'm sorry. I don't. Zachariah tables, okay, that's fine. I didn't buy this thing to play these other tables because you would just play them on the HD version.
But I got them all here. Exactly. Got them all here. Why do I want to do them again?
You bought this so you could play Zen. They sold this thing to you on Zen. They lied to you. They don't run well, and they never will.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like now they're getting out of runway to fix this. To be honest.
on the saving grace of hey, we can do VPX. We'll just get the lower version and do VP. No, probably not, because that standalone VPX, number one, doesn't work, and number two, it would cost you $100 if you want to even use it. So it's not even free anymore.
Yep, exactly. So that's our
stands
take.
for on the go, right? OTG, on the go, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, OTG is the way to play your games through another system on the machine, and they play fine that way. Yeah. So, okay. I'm done, Kev.
We're good.
We covered everything, right?
Yeah, we are good. I have to go somehow pay $2.99 to go play Dr. Seuss now. Thanks for
guys. If we do format videos anymore, like I say, I don't like the long format, even though this one lasted 30 minutes. Sorry about that. You can go watch those other shows that have the exact same thumbnails and talk about the same 3 topics and talk about the same things over and over. If you like those long format shows, go for it. But here we're going to try and keep them short in the future.
Yep.
I'd like to sign on Kev's HD. You come over, Brooklyn. You only got to pay a little bit per game. You just stick in the card and you can play. Load your card up with money. It's kind of like Golden Tee. Load it up with money if you.
Yeah, exactly.
At least you get to play online that way with people.
Exactly.
All right,
thanks. Everybody.
Hey, leave your comments, because this is
please.
the only channel where you get to speak your mind, right, and not get blocked by other channels. Okay.
Yeah.
So speak your mind. I don't care if you even like it and say we're wrong. That's fine too. But this is a safe space, guys. This isn't some of those other guys who are going to block you. So,
in the immortal words of Mike B, get the F out of here.
I will put the original video of, I'll put the Super Game Room Dudes video link where he melts down if you want me to. I mean, but I will put Kev's link in the video for sure.
Thank you.
But okay.
Oh, have a good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone.